What's going on, guys? It's Eric here from nichecreator.com, and in today's video I want to address the people who are trying to run Facebook ads for their e-commerce, Shopify, dropshipping store, WooCommerce store, eBay, Amazon. What, it doesn't matter. If you're running Facebook ads and you're not getting sales, this video is for you. Now, more than likely, currently you're running Facebook ads without any kind of sales funnel or retargeting structure at all, and that is a huge mistake. That is why you're not getting sales. Most people post YouTube videos explaining how to do it like that, and that probably worked a year and a half, 2 years ago, but that doesn't really work anymore. And let me explain exactly what I mean by that. If you're a customer, imagine you are a customer on Facebook, and you're just scrolling through your newsfeed, and you see a product. Now, the product looks pretty cool, but you've never heard of the company before. You don't know anything about it. You watch the product demo video. It seems cool, but you're not really in the mindset to buy right then and there. So you keep on scrolling, you never see it again, and that's the end of that. Well, what we're going to do today is create something called an ad sales funnel, which fixes all that. What we're going to do is create 2 ads, and the first ad is essentially going to make you aware of the product. It's that video ad that seems really cool. It's got a lot of likes, a lot of comments. It's not trying to sell you anything. It's just something you want to watch. It piques your interest, and you kind of become aware of the company. You look at the company name, like, oh, I'm aware of this blah blah blah.com now, but you still don't buy, and that's fine because the whole goal is just to get you aware of the brand. And the second part of the funnel is the sales. After you watch a good amount of that video, that product video, and we know you're interested in that product, but you're not ready to buy, then we hit you with a sales ad. We give you a discount code, or you don't even have to give a discount code, but I like to give a discount code in the sales ad, and then we try to push it on you after we know that you're interested. And what this does is 2 things. It develops trust because you've already seen the brand before you're trying to even push any sales. You're aware. So in the awareness stage of the sales funnel, the whole point is to build trust, right? We're trying to get as many people to view that video, that product video, as we can to build trust. And after we build that trust, then we try to sell them with some kind of discount or whatever, right? The whole point is to get people to come into the top of this funnel and go all the way down to the very bottom where they make a purchase, right? Now, it's very nice to know all the details and everything, but how do we actually do this in practice, right? Well, for the awareness stage of the sales funnel, we're going to create a video views campaign. That's the objective, is to have as many video views as possible, because we literally just want to show it to as many people as possible who may be interested, and then we show it to the people who are actually interested later on, right? And we basically want to collect as many 50% watch through rates as possible, right? So the purpose of this is to build people who are potentially interested, because these are the people, if they watch 50% of your product video ad, then they may be interested. Maybe they're not ready to buy yet, but they're definitely interested if they watch that much, right? So after we got this ad set up, then we're going to create ad number 2, the sales ad. And this is going to be a conversion ad, right? And it's optimized for purchases, because that's what we want to do. We want to get sales, right? So this is going to retarget, and if you don't know what that means, that is okay. I will explain it in a second. Retarget people who watch the 50% of the video, right? So we first hook them with this video views ad, right? And then we retarget them with the sales ad. Now, how are we going to actually do the demographic? Oops, sorry about that. The demographic targeting setup, in Facebook, in the Facebook Ads Manager. Well, for targeting, for the video views ad, we want to make it really, really broad, right? We don't want it to be super expensive because we don't know at that point who's going to buy. We just want anybody with a pulse to come in and watch that video, right? So we make it broad, and we want the size to be maybe around, I don't know, 1 million to 2.5 million, right? Pretty broad here, right? Just some very generic things, very generic targeting interests to narrow down people who may be interested in watching that video. Nothing too complicated. And number 2, which is what I said before, our targeting is going to be retargeting on the people who watched 50% of the ad. Okay, so now that you understand all of this and why it's important to create a sales funnel, let's actually go through and make one. You can see how it's done in practice, right? So I'm going to head on over to my ads manager, and this is basically just my test account where I like to make videos and stuff like that, where it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is I just grabbed a random product here from Netscraper, which is the product software I use to, or product research software I use to find products. So I just chose this bracelet right here, and I use the video ad maker here to create a video for it. So I just plugged in that AliExpress link, and you select some images, and it creates a video for you. But I've already done that to save time. So what we're going to do is go over to the ads manager, create a new campaign, select video views because we're doing the awareness section of the sales funnel first, and we're going to create the new campaign, and we're going to make the new ad, right? So we can leave this default. You can change it if you want to, it doesn't matter. But our targeting is going to be pretty broad. So for something like this, I would target people who like bracelets and like elephants. Something very basic, right? So people who like elephants, let's see what other suggestions we have here. People who like Save the Elephants, I think that's fine. Narrow it down, so we're going to have people who like Save the Elephants, and like bracelets. Alright, so this is actually at the top end of our targeting audience size, and that's fine. We're going to leave this automatic because we want Facebook to optimize, you know, people who are going to watch this video. We don't know exactly which placements are going to get the best video views, so we're just going to do automatic placements. That's fine. If you have a preference, you can set it. I'm not going to. So I'm going to run it $5 per day just to get people into the funnel. That's totally fine. I like to leave this at 10-second video views. Click continue. And set your Facebook page. And I'm assuming you guys know how to create Facebook ads already if you're watching this video. If not, go back and watch a basic video on how to run Facebook ads. I'm not going to explain every single detail because there's a lot here. But if you have any basic understanding, if you created an ad before, then you probably know what I'm doing already. So create a single video, upload the video. So this is the one that I created here. So we're going to let the upload. And for the text on this one, because our whole goal is just to get people to watch the video, you don't want to act too salesy. You just want to make it fun. You want to have something that makes people want to stop and watch the video, right? Or you want to make something that causes people to share it with their friends. So tag a friend who loves elephants, right? That's not trying to push you to buy the bracelet. That's just telling you, hey, tag a friend. It's kind of fun. It's relaxed. Something like that. I'm not spending too much time on this because I'm not actually selling this product, but I just want to give you guys an example. So you'd obviously add your website URL, but that's pretty much it. So click confirm, and it's going to create that new campaign for you, which will show up right here. So now that we have that, we're going to create the second ad, which is the conversion ad that's focused on purchases, right? Okay, so click create, and we're going to do the conversion ad right here. Click continue. And for our optimization, go to purchases here. Now this is very important. We want to, like I said, retarget people who watched 50% of the original video, right? So because we haven't created that custom audience yet, that retargeting audience, this is how we do it. Go here, click create new, custom audience, and we want to create an audience out of the people who engaged with a piece of content that we made on Facebook, which is the video. So click on video and select people who have watched at least 50% of your video, and choose the video you want to have here. So go to campaign. We're going to select the campaign we just made, which has that video, and click continue, and you can call it 50% video views. Now what we just did is we created a custom audience of people who watched 50% of that previous campaign. So it literally ties directly into the funnel. The people who watch 50% of this are going to be shown this sales ad that we're creating right now. So leave everything default. You don't want to have any extra restrictions because that original video views campaign already has, you know, the top of the funnel people. It already has the targeting selected onto it. So leave this all default. Leave it automatic. And we're going to make this $3. I always make this budget less, around actually half than the budget of the video views campaign, because there's simply less people to show it to. At the very top of the funnel, we can show it to almost anybody on Facebook, that 2.5 million. But the second ad right here is only going to be shown to people who watch 50%, which is going to be a much, much smaller audience, right? So it's important to keep this at a much smaller budget. So click continue. And honestly, you can make whatever ad you want here. I prefer to use image ad for the retargeting part of it, but it's really whatever you want. You know, just, and here's a very important tip here, because I know some of you guys are going to do this, and I'm going to write it out just to get some more attention so you actually read this. Sales. You won't get any unless your ad is not crap, okay? Don't just upload the AliExpress image for your Facebook ad and expect to get sales. It's not going to happen. Use like a free image editing tool like canva.com and just make it look nice, you know? Add the product image, add some text. You know, it doesn't need to be crazy. Just don't upload, you know, the AliExpress image. So something like this, which is the product image, it's not going to sell. People are going to see this and be like, well, you know, why would I buy this? I don't even know what this fully looks like. Trust me, you want something eye-catching, something that pops out. But you know, in the story there, that's just a tip. You're not going to get sales unless you make it look nice. But since people have already seen that first video where we demoed the product, they're going to see this now and be like, hey, I've seen this product before. Oh, I recognize that brand name. You know, I trust this store because I've seen it before. It's also conscious, but it actually works. So now we're actually trying to sell it out to them. So I like to actually add a discount code here. Things like get your elephant bracelet for 50% off this week only. So you have the discount and you have a time range. So this gets people to actually feel like they need to buy it right then off the Facebook ad, right? Obviously enter your website URL to your product. And this is another really cool tactic that has increased my conversions a lot on Facebook, is to actually put the discount code as the headline. So say discount code, and then whatever you made for your discount, go into Shopify, create a discount for like 50% off, or you know, whatever you want. Elephant lovers. So pretend that's your discount code, add it here, and then change this call to action to, where's it at? Get offer. It's here somewhere. Right at the very bottom. So people see this and be like, oh, here's my discount code. I'm going to click get the offer, and they're much, much more likely to purchase because they've seen this ad before, and now they say, hey, this is like my, you know, one chance to buy it at this discount. So hopefully it's helpful. Click confirm, and that's all you really need to do. Obviously, make sure you do a better job than I did at creating this ad. I only did it, you know, really quickly for the video. But if you're not getting sales, definitely try out the sales funnel. It can get a lot more complicated than that if you wanted to. You can create multiple steps here. So as an example, if we were to create a 3-step funnel, which you can do, and I have these running and they are very effective. So it's very similar. So you still have the awareness ad, which is just to get people to watch a piece of content that you posted. And then you have your second sales ad, or your first sales ad, and then you have your, I guess, another sales ad here. So what this does is it's exactly the same. So you have video views here, and then the only difference is the objective for this one is get people to add to cart, right? Because a lot of people will come in, add to cart, but not buy, right? So you don't have a discount on here, no discount. So they come in, they're like, okay, I like this product, they added a cart, for whatever reason they don't buy it, they forget about it, but then you hit them with another sales ad with the discount, and the goal here is for purchases, right? So how do we have this targeted? So this is almost exactly the same. We retarget people who watch 50% of the video, so we're retargeting the top of that funnel, and then for here we are retargeting people who added to cart but did not purchase. Okay? So that means we're retargeting those people right there. And you're basically creating a very complex 3-step sales funnel, and it is massively more effective than just running a simple 1-step ad trying to get them to buy right at the cusp. It doesn't work. So definitely try this out. You don't have to do video views. It can be a blog post, and you can target people who visited that blog post. Anything that gets people into the top of the funnel for very cheap. That's the goal, right? And with my own ads, I'm seeing sales at this stage right here for 99 cents per purchase, which is absolutely killing it for me, because I'm getting a 10x return on ad value, which means for every $1 I spend, I'm getting back $10, which is great. Obviously, as you scale up and spend more and more, this will go down. But say you start off with a $5 value here a day, and this one is, right now space here, $3, and then maybe this one is $2. You need to scale it proportionally. So this one would become $10, this one would become $6, and this one would become $4. And that's how you scale. You just increase the budget on those. So anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and good luck, guys.